Hello. So today we're going to be uploading an article and two photos to AFPIMS. I apologize in advance for the poor audio quality. I only have one USB port for my CAC reader, so I can't use a proper mic, and all four walls are concrete. So apologies in advance for that. Let's get started. First, you'll want to have a copy of your edited article, everything complete. As you can see, I have a sample article here that includes two photos and the two captions. Again, it's already been edited and ready for publishing. Second, you'll want to open Internet Explorer. It appears to be the best browser for AFPIMS for some reason. And the URL is https://Kadena, Kadena, or your base, .usaf.afpims.mil. Again, https://Kadena, or your base, .usaf.afpims.mil. Now, when you go to that site, your base website will come up looking something like this, with a gray bar here at the top, as you can see, and there will be a login button. Just go ahead and click login, and it will take you to this page where you can sign in with your CAC. If you do not have a AFPIMS account, please contact your unit's site administrator and they will get you squared away. So we'll sign in. And now we'll be taken to the proper back end of the website where you can do any kind of edit to the site that you would need. Again, you'll have the gray bar up here at the top, and you'll have a left-hand gray column here with three icons and a editing icon at the bottom. That will let you know that you have site administrator privileges. So to upload the article and photos, first we're going to click right here on News, because we're uploading news, essentially. And you'll see the list of all the content here with a small module that says Submit News. So we'll click Submit News. And here's where we will begin plugging in our content. So the reason we have the Word document open is so that we can essentially just copy and paste everything. So as you can see here, I have the title, Airman uses video games to bridge language gap. We'll copy or Control-C and paste or Control-V. If you get a little menu down here, please disregard it. That will be an older headline, and you don't want to use an older headline. Next down we have headline title. Usually you can just disregard this. I think that tends to be more for subtitles or secondary titles to content, but we're not going to worry about that now. Third down is unit. So again, back in the article, 18th Wing Public Affairs, we'll copy that and paste in here. Now, this author is actually from AFN here on Okinawa, so in his case, we'll just type in AFN courtesy. Next, we're going to copy in the dateline. So the dateline is right here, Kadena Air Base in caps, comma, Japan, or your base, comma, the state if you are stateside. Control-C, Control-V, just copy paste. And finally, down here at the byline, that is the author's name. It's by Tech Sergeant Hugo Delgado, so we will copy and paste that in there as well. So next module down, we're done with the information module. For the summary module, we will copy and paste the lead and bridge, And in my case, and in a feature, you'll kind of want to judge what that is. Usually it's like the first 2 sentences are good enough. So I'll copy and paste the first 2 sentences there. And we'll move down to the body. The body is literally everything from the beginning of the first sentence to the end of the conclusion. So we'll copy that and paste it in here as well. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure that all of the spacing looks even. So as you can tell, I have 1 full space in between each sentence. But right here, oops, there's appears to be 2 spaces, so we'll correct that. And now when this goes live, it will look even more formatted, better on the website. So with that, we're done with the text part. Now we need to upload the 2 photos. You'll see a small green plus and a little orange camera here. So let's click that green plus, and another window will come up. Click OK. Click Browse. And here's where you need to navigate to find your photos. And I only have 2 photos. Here they are. We'll click and drag those and then hit Open. Now, if you are using photos that are particularly large file size, or if you're using multiple photos, say 5, 6, 7, or more photos, this part can take a while. So if you need to go get some coffee, make a sandwich, go to a meeting, what have you, this is probably a good time to do it. I've only got 2 photos here, and they're a kind of a medium file size, so it shouldn't take too long. In just a moment, everything will be uploaded. Okay, now the photos are almost done uploading, and they will appear here just below the yellow window. We'll give that just another moment. Okay, now you can see both photos listed right here. So we're going to click Finalize Files. And this is why it helps to have all of the metadata already loaded into the photo. Because now you don't have to type in all of this information, it will automatically appear. So we want these photos approved, so we'll click Approve and click Apply Status to Batch. All of these Apply to Batch will copy whatever is in the window here to all photos. So this is a photo, not a graphic or a headline photo, it's just a regular photo. So I'll click Apply to Batch, same creator, Apply to Batch. And this is actually one of the edits that was made, so it's not Photog, it's Airman. Uses video games to bridge language gap, so I will also apply that to batch. Now this is the description, this is the photo caption. For whatever reason, the alt text block below it is a required block, so I'm just going to copy the description and paste it into the alt text block. I don't want to click Apply to Batch here because every photo will have a different caption. So I want those captions to stand alone, so I'm just going to leave that unchecked for now. City, Kadena Air Base, check. Okinawa, check. Country, Japan, check. Dateline, Kadena Air Base, Japan. We want to make sure the dateline is also in there. Apply to batch. And if there are any keywords or tags also embedded in the photo, they will apply here. Just as an example, I'll go ahead and type airman add tag, and it will show up here. Okay, and now that we're done with this first photo, we will click continue right here on the bottom left. And we do the same thing with this photo. For all forthcoming photos, it's probably better to just briefly look over, make sure everything matches, which it should because we've clicked apply to batch. For the description, we will just copy and paste. Everything else looks about the same. And continue. Now for me, that is all of the photos that we have. If you have more photos, which you likely will, this process will need to be repeated for every photo. Now that we're done with the that part, it says in green, you've successfully loaded 2 files into AFPIMS. We'll go ahead and click this X in the bottom right corner. Now the 2 photos I have uploaded will appear here in the Media, Images, and Documents module, and you'll see the word select. They'll both have select buttons here. So I'm going to click select because I want those added to my article. I can disregard all of these other photos that are unrelated to my article, and I will click add selected media. Okay, now I've seen a lot of people accidentally forget to click add selected media, and they come to me and they're like, what happened? I uploaded them into AFPIMS. I don't know why they're not showing up on the article. Well, even if you click select here, you still have to click add selected media for them to be applied. So as you can see, yep, they're both right here. And even though there is no thumbnail posted here, whatever is in the far left position next to top rotator will be the first photo that is displayed when the viewer clicks on the link to the article, to the content. And those photos will scroll in order of first to last. So I only have 2, so it will start with the photo of me talking to Shoko, and it will go to the, then if they click right, they will go to the second photo. But they're both attached. And with that, again, if there's already tags embedded, if you want to copy and paste them in, you're welcome to. I just typed airman and hit tab, and it shows up. Categories, top stories. 99% of the time, this will never change. It's only going to be top stories. It's going to stay in the same module. We want it to populate with all the other news that we have. So we'll just leave that at top stories. And finally, in the publish module, if your boss comes along and says, hey, we need to publish something on Monday, not today, Monday, or next Tuesday, you can put in that date and time in this block right here. You will put the date in the first one, or you can click the calendar and click on the date, and you'll put the time in the second block. Now, bear in mind, the time is in Eastern Standard Time. That is the only time zone AFPIMS recognizes when you're uploading content. So here in Japan, we are either 12 or 13 hours ahead of Eastern Time Zone. So bear that in mind when you are uploading if you have a particular date. Most of the time, you won't have a particular published date that you need to be cognizant of. You only want it to post right now. So this content here, we want to go ahead and upload immediately, so I'll leave this module blank. And instead, down here under Publish Information, I will click Submit. And there we go. You can see right here on the 14th of January 2020, Airman uses video games to bridge language gap. It has already appeared in our news module. So let's click home. And this will take us back to the home page, and we can verify that it has posted here. Now, let's look at the public-facing website, what everyone else gets to see. That's www.kadena.af.mil. Wow, it's already populated. Usually there is some latency period between the two, between the time you click submit and the time the article or content actually becomes publicly visible. Sometimes there could be up to an hour or two before that change takes effect. But as you can see in our case, it's already public. And there's the two photos. You have officially uploaded something to AFPIMS. If you have any questions about how to upload anything else to AFPIMS, please see one of your AFPIMS site managers. Thank you very much for watching.